Hi everybody, Trevor Gold with Gold Computing, and today I'll be performing an unboxing and initial review of the Samsung Notebook 9. This is the 2017 edition, which was announced earlier this year at CES, and this is the 15-inch model. Well, let's get to it. If you look at the box here, it has a very clean type appearance. It just has the Samsung branding here at the top and the bottle, Notebook 9. If we look onto the right side of the device, it has some Intel branding as well, Samsung branding, nothing on the top, nothing on the left side of the box, and the bottom is where the specifications are located. So let's bring that into view. I'll pause a bit for those of you that really like looking at the specifications. So some key points to mention here is this device ships with Windows 10 Home. The processor, the CPU, is an Intel Core i7-7500U. The LCD panel is 15 inches and is full HD. This has a dedicated NVIDIA 940MX DDR3L video card, has onboard memory of 16 gigabytes, and I should mention that whether you choose the 8 gigabyte model or the 16 gigabyte model, whatever you choose you'll be stuck with, as the memory is soldered onto the motherboard. This has a 256 gigabyte SSD, and the color of the device is light Titan. So let's go ahead and remove the cover and see what is included inside. Okay, there's the device. Let's go ahead and take that out for a moment and let's see what Samsung includes within the box. Here's the Windows 10 Apps Quick Guide, some Samsung branding here at the top of that. They also include a micro USB to USB Type-C converter. It's always nice, good to have more of those. To the side. Let's see what else is included. Here is the charging brick. Has some Samsung branding on there as well. Very clean appearance, very clean looking. There you go. Let's set that to the side. And that's it. Nothing else in the box. Okay, let's go ahead and take off the protective shielding so we can get a good look at the device. Okay, and here we go. There is the device. You'll see on the front of it, again, a very clean type appearance. It only has the Samsung branding, slightly reflective there in the light. If we turn it around, nothing on the back, or nothing of importance at least. So let's go ahead for size reference for those of you that are wondering how this compares to a MacBook Air. I've got a MacBook Air 13-inch edition here, and let's go ahead and put these together and see what the size comparison is. So if I hold those together, we'll see that the Notebook 9 is slightly longer, but that's expected because it has the 15-inch screen versus the 13-inch screen on the MacBook Air. We look at all the other sides, all the dimensions are very similar. As far as how thick the device is, if we hold them together here, you'll see that they both start out about the same width, and the MacBook Air tapers down, whereas the Notebook 9 carries the same size pretty much throughout. Okay, let's go ahead and open the lid here. Let's see how the keys are laid out. So here's sort of an up-close look at the key layout. Gives you an idea of how far apart the keys are spaced. Here is the power button up here, upper right-hand corner. Here's a fingerprint sensor, which once you register a fingerprint, it will allow you to log in with a fingerprint versus a username and password. So that's very neat. So let's go ahead and compare that to what we see on the MacBook Air. So as we see on the MacBook Air, the keys are actually black in contrast to the casing, whereas the keys on the Notebook 9 are gray, which do also match the casing. If I were to hold these together, the touch pads there look very similar in size. Okay. This display, although it has a very glossy type appearance now, I understand that once the device is powered on, that it almost has a matte type appearance, which really helps with glare and that sort of thing in light. Let's go ahead and close the device here, and let's go ahead and do a comparison of the ports that come available on the Samsung device compared to that of the Apple. On the right side of the device, there is a micro SD slot. There are two USB 3.0 slots and a full-size HDMI port. There you go. On the left side of the device, there is one more USB 3.0 port. There is the charging port, a USB Type-C port, which, as you can tell, you can also charge the device with a USB Type-C charger, which is very convenient, and the headphone jack. Now let's compare that with what we have on the MacBook Air. On the right side of the device, you'll see there's a full-size SD slot, there's a USB 3.0 slot, and a Thunderbolt port. Turn that to the left side, there is the charging port, another USB 3.0 port, and headphone port. So it looks like the Samsung device has one additional USB 3.0 port above and beyond that of the MacBook Air. Okay, well, that is pretty much what I wanted to show and demonstrate in my unboxing and initial first impressions. I can tell you that the device does feel very good in hand. It's very light. I can hold it from the corner, and it's very easy to carry. It's only 2.73 pounds. I think compare that to the 13-inch MacBook Air, which I believe is closer to 3 pounds and has a smaller display. So very excited to start using the device and to identify some pros and cons, which I will definitely talk about in my upcoming full review of the device. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.